Did the U.S. betray its friends? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big show. We have a story for you today. A story from a time not so long ago when the world was changing faster than a politician's promise. A story of ideals and empire, of freedom and betrayal. It's the turn of the century, 1900, give or take a few years. In America, she's feeling her oats. A young nation, flexing her muscles, looking out across the oceans. Spain. Well, Spain is a fading star. Her empire, once spanning the globe, now just a few flickering embers. One of those embers, a chain of islands, thousands of miles away, in the vast Pacific, the Philippines. For centuries, these islands had known Spanish rule, but the people there, they dreamed of something else, freedom, independence. And a man named Emilio Aguinaldo, a fighter, a patriot, he was leading the charge. Then came the drumbeat of war. The USS Maine, blown up in Havana Harbor. "Remember the Maine," cried America. And just like that, the Spanish-American War was on. Now, Uncle Sam is a shrewd operator. He sees Aguinaldo, sees the Filipino freedom fighters tying down thousands of Spanish troops. So a deal is struck, or at least an understanding. "Help us fight Spain," America whispers, "and you shall have your independence." Aguinaldo, he believes it. Sucker. His men, they believe it. They fight, side by side, with American forces, pushing the Spanish back, liberating towns and villages, even laying siege to the capital, Manila itself. The Filipinos, they truly believe their moment has come. Their flag raised high, their own republic declared, free at last. Ah, but this is where our story takes a turn. When the dust settles and the Treaty of Paris is signed, America doesn't take a few prizes from Spain. No. Uncle Sam looks at those islands, those fertile lands, those strategic harbors, and he buys them from Spain for $20 million, the Philippines. The very people who fought for their freedom, who declared their independence, they are now property, American property. Imagine the shock, the bitter taste of betrayal. "We helped you," the Filipinos cried. "We fought for our freedom. You spoke of liberty and democracy." America's answer? "You're not ready to govern yourselves." And that, my friends, is when the real war began. Not against Spain, but against an ally, against the very people who believed in America's promise. It was a war that lasted years, a brutal, bloody conflict. The Filipinos, outmatched in conventional battles, resorted to guerrilla warfare, hiding in the jungle, striking from the shadows, and America's response? Well, it was swift, it was harsh. Villages burned, innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. Horrific interrogation techniques, like the water cure, became common. General Jacob H. Smith, in a moment of terrible frustration, gave an order in Samar, "Kill everyone over 10. Just think of that. Children. Concentration camps. They called them reconcentration zones, where thousands of Filipinos separated from the guerrillas, died of disease and starvation. The very word insurrection was used to describe the fight for independence. It was a dark chapter, a stain on America's shining ideals, a time when the pursuit of empire overshadowed the promise of liberty. And the echoes of that war? They would rumble through the decades, 30, 40, 50 years later. Another generation of Americans would find themselves in a far-off land, fighting a different enemy, in a different jungle, Vietnam. And many of the same tragic patterns, the same difficult lessons, would be learned all over again. Sometimes the headlines tell you the story, but it's what's behind the headlines, the truth whispered in the shadows of history, that really matters. You're never going to learn this from your teachers that are more focused on indoctrination. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.